The cancellation of the children's musical Appalling by the Kennedy Center has sparked widespread outrage, particularly within the theater community. The production, which premiered at the renowned institution in December 2024, had been met with critical acclaim for its engaging narrative, colorful production, and positive message of self-acceptance and inclusivity. However, when the Kennedy Center announced the musical's national tour would not proceed as planned, the decision was met with shock and disappointment, particularly when it was revealed that the cancellation came shortly after former President Donald Trump took the role of chairman of the Kennedy Center's board. Appalling tells the story of a young shark named Finn who embarks on a journey of self-discovery and challenges conventional ideas about who he is supposed to be. With its themes of embracing one's true identity, courageously standing up against societal expectations, and promoting acceptance, the musical quickly garnered praise not only from audiences but from critics as well. It was even nominated for a Helen Hayes Award for Best New Play or Musical. The musical's ability to connect with children and teach them about acceptance and love made its cancellation even more controversial. It was a show that resonated with families and students, fostering conversations about self-expression and the importance of embracing differences. Despite the success and positive reception, the Kennedy Center issued a statement in February 2025, announcing the cancellation of the planned national tour for Appalling, citing the decision as purely financial. While financial reasons are often given for such decisions in the theater industry, the timing of the cancellation raised suspicions among many within the arts community. Shortly before the cancellation, former President Donald Trump had taken over as chairman of the Kennedy Center's board, and since then, the institution's approach to its programming and leadership has been under intense scrutiny. The announcement of Trump's appointment came as part of a broader shift in leadership at the Kennedy Center. Several prominent artists and board members resigned or distanced themselves from the institution after the appointment, voicing concerns about the political direction the center might take under Trump's leadership. High-profile figures such as Issa Rae, Renee Fleming, Ben Folds, and Shonda Rhimes publicly criticized the move, some of them canceling scheduled performances or stepping down from advisory positions. They cited worries about the potential for censorship and the suppression of diverse artistic expression. Many of these individuals had long been associated with the Kennedy Center, and their departure marked a significant turning point in the institution's history. The Actors Equity Association, the union that represents thousands of actors and stage managers, was among the first to respond to the cancellation of Appalling. The union released a statement condemning the decision, calling it beyond appalling. The Actors Union expressed concerns about the negative implications this move could have on future programming at the Kennedy Center, particularly when it comes to productions that promote inclusivity and diversity. They criticized the canceling of a show that had a message of love, acceptance, and staying true to oneself, calling attention to how harmful such a decision could be to both the creative community and young audiences who stood to benefit from the production's positive themes. The cancellation of Appalling has ignited a much larger debate about the role of leadership in cultural institutions, especially those that are publicly funded or supported by government grants, as is the case with the Kennedy Center. Critics argue that Appalling's cancellation represents a worrying trend of censorship and political influence over the arts. As the Kennedy Center navigates these challenges, many are left questioning whether the center will continue to serve as a beacon of artistic expression and a platform for diverse voices, or if it will instead align with a more conservative agenda that stifles creativity and diversity. Furthermore, this incident has brought into sharper focus the precarious position of arts organizations that must balance financial constraints with their responsibility to foster inclusive and thought-provoking work. It is no secret that the arts industry often struggles with funding and a constant need to appeal to various stakeholders, including donors, audiences, and political figures. However, many argue that these financial pressures should not come at the expense of diversity in programming, especially in an institution as prominent as the Kennedy Center, which is expected to champion a wide array of voices, stories, and artistic expressions. The implications of the AFINA cancellation are still unfolding, and the controversy is unlikely to dissipate soon. As more artists, activists, and theater professionals speak out against the decision, there will likely be growing pressure on the Kennedy Center to reconsider its stance and recommit to supporting diverse, inclusive programming. As for FINA, its creators and supporters are determined to continue advocating for the musical and its message of self-expression, vowing that the show's impact will not be silenced. Ultimately, the controversy surrounding FIN may prove to be a defining moment in the ongoing struggle over the role of politics in the arts and the fight for artistic freedom in cultural institutions across the United States. As the Kennedy Center and its leadership continue to navigate this storm, they will need to address the concerns raised by critics, union leaders, and the public to avoid further alienating both artists and audiences. The outcome of this controversy may shape not only the future of the Kennedy Center, but also the broader conversation about the intersection of politics and the arts in American cultural institutions.